spring again, we're here again. Tulips from Amsterdam. Well, I'm here, it's me, I'm back. It's back. It's the ginger bloody whinger. I'm back again. I can't do the character. I just can't. I get myself into a whole world of trouble, so I do. I get people saying to me, you got to work on that accent. And I'm like, well, how's your accent, darling? Do you know what I mean? I have had a whole well. The Trevorites have come for me like quite a mess. It's like being attacked by the space invaders, no less. I didn't tell nobody to go over there and to unsub to the Gerty Rood. That weren't me. That weren't me. It was by osmosis. It was by osmosis. I didn't. Like, when the edited version of the parody that I took exception to went up at roughly about 7 o'clock last night, no reaction at all. I lost 2 subs. Oh, I'm not going to do that accent anymore. I can't be bothered. Well, I lost 2 subs and I know who they both were. They were both people that pretended to be my friend. So, yeah, good riddance to them. And nothing happened. All overnight, nothing happened. Bearing in mind, I'm up about 18 hours of every day. So what happened next? Nothing really happened at all. People watched it. People left replies. Then from 7 o'clock this morning to about 1 or 2 o'clock this afternoon, I hemorrhaged subs. Now this is what I'm saying here, yeah? And I don't care if you don't like it or not, yeah? That is a plan. I've been on YouTube for 10 years before I even had a channel. I studied how it worked before I got on there. And the fact that it's taken me so long to get 6,000 subs, yeah, I'm going to call bullshit. I don't care what people think of me. I'm going to call bullshit, okay? How did, all of a sudden, from 7 o'clock in the morning, when people wake up and open, say maybe their emails, I was mass unsubbed. That was a plan. That was a plan, and that was a concerted attack by the Trevorites army of the 10 ladies coming over there, being really rude, leaving me really rude. Now, I would like to know if even one of my subs went over and left a rude comment to the person that I am in fact parodying that has caused me so much bloody pain and trouble. But the thing is, the more people don't want you to do something, the more you should do it. It's freedom of speech. We don't all have to be fawning disciples to the dear leader. Hosanna, Hosanna. Bullshit. That's not me. And if you think I'm that girl, you're looking at the wrong channel, loves. What I'm given, I'm sorry I'm fiddling with that, but just what I'm given to believe is yeah, basically I've been unsubbed by everybody. I've lost all my cyber content creators that pretended to be my friend. Turns out they're not my friend after all. Over a bloody parody. Because you can't say stuff that people don't like. But we're free speech absolutists. One and all of us, we're here for you. We're here for you, Gerty Rood. We're here for you when you're taking fire for us. You're like, when you're drawing them all away so I can enjoy my life with whatever it is I'm doing. That's great. But don't you step over the line. Don't you speak out of turn. How dare you have a pop at our dear leader who wrote a book. I've got to say it because I say it in private, so I'm going to say it here in public. A book was written. Was it a novel? Because if it was a novel, they'd park it up and move bloody on. But was it an autobiography? Was that book? I don't know what one it is because I don't. Do you know what I mean? But whatever it is, I don't know. The bit I find most disturbing is it's 120, 110 to 120 degrees in the heat. Not the heat, you daft old. In the shade in Golgothistan. So why would you be warming your feet anywhere? Let alone on some mother's child. Let's just park that up and leave that there. And I can say that that's what I'm allowed to say. Just like you, for whatever reason, said whatever you've said, that has mobilised and weaponised your subs in a disgusting way. I know you can sit there and go, no, I haven't. In fact, like I got a message, as I said, about 2 o'clock, saying, oh no, in fact, he's done a shout out saying, oh, don't unsub to Gerty Rood, a bit late. So what I'm being asked to take on board, right, is the fact that all of a sudden, out of nowhere, 100 people don't like my parodies. Because I did a parody, I used the rude word, oh dear. Oh, I used a version of flipping that wasn't flipping. But it's edgy. I think the youngsters call it being an edgelord. You've got to be edgy. Otherwise, like I said in my community post, you just end up like Terry and June. It's the same old shit. It's boring. I get bored of doing it. I want to do stuff that's a bit more edgy. You know, I'm going to do Keir Starmer later on. I've got to grease my hair up and sort of try and quiff it. Don't ask. I wanted to do a lot of the female politicians. I particularly want to do that. What's her name? Vile Lucy. Can't think what her name is. The one that's going on about the grooming gangs. But I'm too fat. I can't really carry her off. I can't pull her off. Look, that sounds rude, doesn't it? But you know what I mean? I can't get away with doing a thin politician. I'd love to do Angie Complainer. Oh, hey, by God, Angie Complainer. It's not too wide, even with my dressed up. I could do Teresa Coffee. I can do her. Obviously, just get a cigar and gob off like a bleeding, I don't know, he, she, whatever she is, geezer bird. I could do that. I could try that. I could do Trump because he's quite a chubster himself, isn't he? I'd love to be able to do Nigel Farage. But I can't do him without the eyes. And I think if you got eyes, it would almost be like an optical version of blacking up. And that's disgusting and it's not clever. So, I mean, if I had those daft joke eyes like that, it's not, it's sick. It's not funny. And I think comedy should be about being clever, being bright with it. To highlight a certain couple of things that I did in my parody, I'm going to reiterate, but not in comedy. Yeah? It is something that should be questioned when you get somebody that has... And we're not only talking about cult here, we're talking about quite a few of these so-called, whatever they're called, I don't know what they're called. Anyway, content creators. Yeah. Oh, they got all these 170,000 grand. No silver plaque. If you have 100,000 subscribers, like true subscribers, YouTube automatically send you your silver plaque. Yeah, he got a toy one, and that was funny. And that was hilarious because it wound up, the people, those people over there. We're the shiny people over here, and the nice people over there, the David Gert people. Yeah, it wound them up. So obviously that was funny. But when I point out, where's his silver plaque if he's got 175? Isn't there any part of any other content creator that could think, actually, that's quite disturbing, because that really mocks the rest of us that work really, really hard, and get nowhere. And the minute you step out of line, you get put back into like, oh, I'm going to unsub from you. And I had one of them say to me, I've got 10 friends and I've told all of them to, like, go away, love. Do you know what I mean? The old age pensioners' day out or something, do one. I don't care. If that's what you think I'm here to be in a popularity contest, I want to be on this side with the shiny people. I don't want to be over that side with the horrible people. I'm nowhere. I'm in between. I speak as I find. I watch, I observe. I've watched over the past year from somebody that, cursory, all right, I'll be honest, there was a few occasions, even before I knew him, I thought he was a bit of a, do you know what I mean? But that's my opinion. And then I got to sort of know him far too well, which was from him, not me. And I didn't like what I see. No, I didn't. I'm entitled to think. Other people, sun shines out his arse. I mean, if he farted and put it in a jar, he could flog it. I mean, he should put it on his merchandise, really. Because some people are so blinkered, they can't, it's totally all right. Anyone seen the guy that likes the buses and trains lately? Nobody's seen that. Don't question it. Move on, move on, move on. Trevorites, don't say anything. Oh, because they're comfy. The granny gang, yeah. I don't know. I wasn't with him in Afghanistan. But what I read, that's uncalled for, unnecessary, crass, cruel, vile, actually, low down, scummy. And then to sit there on your channel and talk about Barry Barrington writing a bleeding book and he was Bunker Harry and this, that and the bleeding other. Just shush. How about you just shush? Or, here's another thing as well. Flap your gums. Flap your gums. But you've got the freedom to flap your gums and pollute other people's psyche. But you can't say anything back. You can't say anything back because otherwise, out of the trenches here come with the granny brigade to strike you and to have a go at you, to put you down and to make sure your channel's ruined. Fine. Fine. That's absolutely fine. I know where I lied with a lot of people that I thought were my friends. And I'll tell you what, the real person behind Gerty Rood, there's no going back. You decided, in the heat of the moment, that rather to, think, oh, hang on a minute, has she got a point here? Is she trying to keep comedy alive? Is she being edgy? Is she being controversial? Is she trying to make a wider point? Right? Or did she just get up and just thought, oh, I'm going to be a bitch? Just going to rubbish somebody for the sake of it. Because later on, I'm going to rubbish Keir Starmer. I've rubbished quite a lot of people that aren't YouTubers, and even though I've rubbished them and all, I'll probably rubbish a few more. I've been rubbished. I've been posed naked. I've obviously not me, a version of me, with my face where they've taken my glasses off and everything, stuck my face on it, splashed it all over X. Yeah, I've been rubbish. Did I want any sympathy or empathy? Did I want any support? Did I start crying about it and trying to get the subs to go and do something, weaponise them for me? No. Just part of putting your head above the parapet. When it comes to the parody, if you think of it, Chris Rock and, what's his name, Will Smith were friends. They're all friends, obviously. I don't suppose you could be up with the shiny people in Hollywood and not be friends with, Will Smith or Chris Rock, be friends with whatever. He told an edgy joke, just slightly edgy. The audience all laughed. Will Smith got up and assaulted him live on TV at the Oscars. And that's metaphorically what I've had for telling an edgy joke. Oh, dearie me. And do you know what? I'm going to do it more. I'm going to do it more and more and more. Because nobody has got the right to tell people what jokes are okay. State sanctioned. The shiny people. You're there with the good people. Oh, the good girls. We've got to be over there in that group. I'm in nobody's group. I'm in my own group. I did what I did last year because I believed what I was doing was right. And if it presented itself now, today, I'd do it again. Because I believe that was the right thing for me to do. It nearly killed me, the stress of it. It nearly killed me. And while I've got you all here as well, I've had this as well about being in with the trolls and this, that and the other. The guy that gave me the most stress last year was Screwed Slime, Trevor Maloney. Yeah? He, the other day, put up a video that he'd made about CSA, so child abuse, and about the fake CSA activists that you get on social media, which if you look on my back catalogue, I've done loads about that. Now, I don't care what he did to me, okay? I've put that on one side. When I saw his video, I admired him. I thought to myself, there you go, you're actually doing something useful. And if you're highlighting something like that, maybe there's something in you that makes you think, I want to highlight that. I need to highlight that. I'd like to think that about him. I like to think he's got some sort of humanity. So I shared the video off of his, I think he calls it Gerty Screwed. I don't know whether that means anything, darlings. Lucky me, eh? Anyway. So I've shared it onto my community page. Because every single issue that comes up to do with CSA, I'm on it like a bleeding rat up a shoot house drain, darlings. Yeah? And it doesn't matter what I think of him personally. Yeah, I'm not very happy what he did to me last year. as I say, I was scared to go out. Many times I was scared to go out. Me and my grandson were scared, and I live quite remotely. I was scared having my postcode put all over YouTube, all over X. I was scared, being, what was it? Cabby tried to criminalise me by making lies up, basically, about me, cropping posts. Luckily, I had the originals, so it fell flat. But, I mean, at the time, at the coalface, I was frightened. Of course I was frightened. I've got my grandson to think of, and I live remotely. You can't pass my address. You can't just pass there. You have to be coming here to be here. So, and not all the photographs were from Google. Let's put it that way. So, there is that to it. Would I still defend a family battling cancer? Yeah, probably I would. So if it's your family that you're watching me, people were bullying you, people were terrorising you, and it is terrorising. It's not like I call it cyberstalking. I put the language out there. People forgot that. I was the one that christened him Twatalanta and took the power away from him. I think I tried Fragalanta at first, but it didn't really work. But I do that because I don't want my real face on here, because I get people like Slime that come along and do things like that. I'm hoping he's turned a corner and he's going to actually branch out and start doing some more constructive stuff, especially if it is around the subject and the issues of child abuse and the survivors of it, and also the grooming gangs. That's a really laudable thing to be doing. And I don't care who he is. I don't care what he's done to me. But the fact he made that video, I thought, fair bloody dues to you, mate, and stuck it on my community page. That doesn't make me, I'm in with the trolls. That is petty, pathetic, infantile, immature thinking. And anybody that thought that about me, please don't ever talk to me again. Please, please. Also, I had somebody come on my channel and leave a comment. Defender, something, a defence. So I don't know who it was. Right, I thought it was a bloke. I was hit up by somebody, should remain nameless, that said it was somebody else. Apparently it's this troll that I've never heard of. I've never heard of the person before. And it's a woman, actually, not a bloke, which is weird, because I thought it was a bloke. Like sometimes you do, when you read comments, you can get the vibe, even if it's an obscure username. I mean, say like it's cat lady, you know it's a lady, don't you? Or cart fisherman, you know it's odds on about. But some people, it is sort of, you can't tell whether it's a man or woman. And I get the vibe whether it's female or male, yeah? And I got the male vibe off of this person. But no, I was hit up by somebody saying, you've left this comment on your thing, on my channel. I've left a comment on my own channel. You left this, and that means you're in with them. No, I'm not in with them. I don't know who they are. I've never heard of them. And then, of course, you got that reprehensibly vile flop woman that was bloody rude and cruel the other week, right? Who left I think it was a community post that I found about 3 o'clock this morning saying, oh, this was all by design. Yeah, we've orchestrated this. Flop, mate, listen, you div. You can orchestrate a piss up in a brewery, love. Do you get me? Capiche? You just want to shut up with your 5 subs, okay? You're a stirrer and you're a clout-chasing little mare, okay? And I've got nothing to do with you. I don't know who you are. I don't want to know who you are. But you haven't orchestrated shit. You can orchestrate your way out of a crisp bag, love, okay? Chunky, because, yeah, I know who you are. Seen photographs. You're not all that yourself, love. So stop stirring. I did a parody because I wanted to do a parody because I was het up about a number of things. And I watch and observe and I get little things. I've actually stopped people making documentaries about the person I'm parodying. I've begged them like that not to do it. Literally have my hands, I'm begging you, please don't do it. Because I knew it would cause such a furore. Yeah? Because people do ask questions. When you're on the internet 24 hours a day, you're filming yourself bloody cleaning shoes or making a boiled egg or doing beans on toast and walking around and prancing about the place like a certain person does. Yeah, people are entitled to critique you. And then when it comes back that somebody, right, has disappeared from the public thingy, people start asking, where did that person go? And then you find out what happened behind the scenes, right, which I'm not going to talk about because it's not my story, yeah? I had a right to think, oh, what's going on here? Have they, gone to his head? Does somebody need his pomposity pricked a bit? Like I said about, I don't know whether I've already said about the Nicola Sturgeon, maybe it was the other one, because I did one earlier and deleted it, because I did it for a premiere and I just didn't like it. But if you think Nicola Sturgeon, about the YouTube, you can see it on YouTube, the Nicola Sturgeon parody. And she had her cancelled because she didn't like people taking the mickey out of her. Oh no. And it's like I've said a million times before, when the people left, Go Grifterstan, it was about August 21, the Taliban came steaming into town on their new Toyotas, all the new hardware, the new military stuff, all new gear on and everything, yeah. First place they went was round to the house of Afghanistan's only comic, bless them, they only had one comedian. They abducted him in front of his wife and his children, bunged him in the car, and I've seen the footage, punching him in the face. He knew he was going to be killed. He could have licked arse. He knew before Taliban came into town, yeah, that he was going to be gone. That was it. They weren't going to have it. He knew. He could have run away. He didn't run away, I suppose because he had his wife and kids there. He sat there. They abducted him, beat him up, put him in the car, filmed him being degraded and humiliated, right? Took him to a tree, God knows where it was, put a noose around his neck and unalived him, okay? And filmed it. For telling jokes about them. And all the way from when they first abducted him to when they put that noose and he couldn't talk anymore, he was taking the piss out of them. He was taking the piss because that's what they deserve, okay? And when you haven't got anything left in your repertoire, you've got no power, you've got no authority, you've got no, I don't know what, I did have the word but it's gone, agency. That's what you've got left. That's what I've always had all my life, especially a woman, a girl, post-war. Women, nobody wanted girls when I was a kid. Do you know what I mean? People used to say, oh, it's a daughter. Oh, never mind, you have a boy next. You know what I mean? The only thing I had and the only talent I've got, I think, well, some people say, oh, I've had it. You're not even funny. Good. Well, I think I'm hilarious. And I'm allowed to do that. Social media isn't only for the shiny, happy people, the acceptable people, the people that are in the in group over there. You know, the nice people. Not the bad people. We don't like them over there. No. The nice, happy people. We like to be in with them. It's not about that. Social media is for everybody. And if you don't think I'm funny, great, brilliant, fine. Get on YouTube. To be honest, I don't watch comedy at all. I've got Netflix. I don't watch it on Netflix. I don't watch it on YouTube. Because I like my comedy to be original from me. And if you watch too much comedy, you find yourself slipping into that. Do you know what I mean? That sort of mindset. Someone said, oh, you're like this person or you're like that. I had someone say, I reminded them of Waynetta Slob. Which is cool. I mean, Kathy Burke's a brilliant comedian. She's another gaze bird, didn't she? She's another gaze bird. She don't give a fuck about nothing, she don't. No, she don't. You know, she's a good egg. I like her. I like a lot of the female comedians. Obviously, Joe Rivers and Ruby Wax are my all-time heroes. I absolutely adore them. And, so it is what it is. I've made a parody, and I'm going to do it again. And if people don't like it, don't bloody well watch. And if I throw up questions, oh dear, it's like I just had a shit in Camilla's handbag or something. I mean, the big mad warrior didn't he go Grifterstan 2 or 3, 4 times? Yeah? But he can't take, look, parody, And to weaponise your subs is just disgraceful. And I don't even need to say to my subs, can you not act like that? Because I know they won't. Because I know they're normal people. And, that's basically, I'm not sure that I've got anything else to say, really. I will keep being edgy. I will keep pushing the boundaries. And I'll keep asking questions. That's all I've got to say on the subject. Basically, if you don't like me, don't watch me. And to all the people I thought were my friends, just goes to show you, over a joke. It's just, well, I'm not around you because I'd have probably been punched in the face or even hung by now, wouldn't I? You know, take yourself far too seriously. Over what? Over what, really? Because what was I saying? Because about the silver button. It's demoralising for other YouTubers. You got Johnny Big Bollocks all the time. Oh, I'm so marvellous. I'm so much better than everybody. I raise people up. I do this for people. I do that for people. Where's your silver button? Okay? Because there's a lot of people out here work really hard, and then you come swooping in. Like, they're not the only one. I'm not picking on one particular content creator. You're full of hooey. If you had 100,000 subs, you'd have a bloody silver button. It's as simple as that. So if you're saying you've got 170,000 subs and then you do, I don't know how many videos you do a day, and they might get 1,000, 2,000, 4,000, don't add up. I watch people like Bailey Sarian, like the criminal, she does crime. She's got millions. I watch Cara and Nate, the travel people, millions. And their view rates are in comparison to their subs. So when you get people like that view rates are down here and their subs are up here, take the piss out of the rest of us. Oh, but we mustn't say that. We mustn't. It's insulting. It's insulting. You're not allowed to say that. Can't say that. You can say it if, say, Green does it. Or like Wells does it, because she does do it as well, actually. She does. But you can't say it if you've got, like, ginger hair. You're not allowed to say it. Because he's over there with the shiny people. The happy people. So I go wherever I can observe hypocrisy. I can see cynically something that doesn't feel right. And something doesn't feel right. I've made a parody about it. Really, I should have just sat here and shouted, me gob off! Just sit there and shout me bloody gob off every minute of the damn day! And every now and again mention to Meghan Markle for the clickety-click clicks and to Luca ka-ching, because that's where I get me views, which is why I keep bloody banging on about it. There's nothing so unsavoury. That's why I don't like some of the mail. I mean, when you go on about Barry, go on about Barry. I don't care. But to hear men downing on Markle, I find that offensive, but that's my generation. I just think, I'm of the generation, if, say you do something wrong, and you're going to get arrested, I'm from the generation that a woman would arrest a woman and a man would arrest a man. I'm not from the generation where men can sit there and call women names and calling them both. He's not too bad, in all honesty. The person I am here doing the parody of, he isn't bad. But there are some male commentators that literally make me want to, when you hear them talking about a woman the way they talk about her. And that includes Thomas Markle. So, see, I try and help people because Thomas Markle is sickening. It's not funny. Yes, it's his sister. Yes, you can say that. Say it to her face. Don't say it publicly. It's sick and twisted. If Sam said it about it, it's a different thing than women. Is it just me? Am I allowed to be me? Am I allowed to have that opinion? He did tell a funny freaking joke once. It was funny. I can't remember how it went. But it was off pat as well. You know, it's off the cuff. He was ad-libbing. And he did tell a joke. Like, wet myself. It was so funny. So see, you know, with comedy, it can be hit and miss. You can bang, 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 and fall flat. And then just come out with one nugget, and boom! That's the joke that makes you. That's the joke that turns people's minds against you, minds towards you, and think, blimey, actually, you have got it. You've got it there. If he came on sober and carried on in that vein, he probably carried, I don't know. But there again, Tommy Cooper was always pissed and he was hysterical, wasn't he, if you remember? So it's horses for courses. And I'm here just to create comedy. I don't know why I'm even sitting here explaining it. I suppose it's because I'm sick to death of having to explain myself. But I thought I'd just put it on record. So anyway, metaphorically, I've had a good old punch in the moosh by the Trevorites. And if you have unsubscribed to me, please stay unsubscribed. Please. Thank you and good night.